Hey, what's up, everybody? Dr. Jason Jones back with another episode of Health Made Easy. This is part 3 of our goal setting series. Hope you've enjoyed the last two. If you missed them, definitely go back and check those out. And yes, we are recording these in January. However, these apply at any point in time in your life. And today, what we're going to talk about are different ways of goal setting. There's no one way, no perfect way of setting goals. So I want to give you guys 4 different ways to be able to do it today, because setting goals is so critically important for anyone who wants to accomplish anything in their life. There is always a difference between people who set goals and those who don't. When it's all said and done, one thing remains. Goal setting is a skill. I always say it's a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it will get. So the problem is that many people have is that they don't know how to set effective goals. So as a result of that, they have a problem achieving their goals, or they never achieve them. So there are different ways of effective goal setting, and I'm going to give you 4. Number 1 is what I call the purpose way. We often find it beautiful and amazing to set goals, but often find ourselves lacking in motivation to meet them. The problem is that if something is not in your heart, then you will not feel like doing it. If you look for motivation from within and are always looking looking outside for motivators, then you are more likely than not to fail and achieve your goals. Like I said, you must be driven and committed. The traditional way of goal setting is to set them based on what you think you should be doing or accomplishing, rather than what your deepest dreams, desires, passions are calling for. The former is a superficial way. So when you set your goals based on what you think, you may achieve them, but you will end up dropping them along the way, most likely. So you must have purpose, passion, and commitment in your heart for what you want, and you have to be driven to achieve it, meaning you'll do whatever it takes to get there. You'll go over any roadblock, you'll go around it, you'll go under it, you'll do whatever it takes. The second way of setting goals is the expert way. So today, there's really no excuse for anyone not setting goals. Why? There are more available resources to help you than you can imagine. People have specialized as goal-setting consultants. In addition, there are even goal-setting templates that you can use to set your goals. So as mentioned before, goal setting is a skill. Sometimes it can be difficult to set goals on your own. So why don't you ask for some help from an expert, such as a consultant? If you are setting health goals, you can enlist the help of your doctor or your healthcare provider. I do this all the time with people. They will keep you accountable to those goals. Nevertheless, you should set them yourself, because then you will be motivated to keep them. If someone else sets the goals for you, it would beat the whole purpose of goal setting. You ask for help, but don't be over dependent on someone else to set your goals, in case, in any case, it's about your life and not theirs. So I'll give you an personal example. So I set my goals for this year, for 2019, on various aspects of my life: my business, my health, my personal aspirations, my relationship with my wife, with my kids. And one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to perform better when I do a particular race. So I hired a coach to design out my training plans to help me get there. Like, I set the goals, I set what I wanted to achieve, and then I went to him and I said, "Hey, listen, man, you need to set up the plans to get me to where I want to go, because I just lack the knowledge in that area to be able to do that. And I'm just going to lean on his expertise to do it, and we'll see how it all shakes out." But I am super pumped and super excited and driven and motivated to achieve those goals. Third type of goal setting is the SMART way. A lot of you have heard of this. The SMART method of setting goals has been around for a long time. It's a mnemonic. It stands for: S is specific. Your goals should target a specific area. It should be very, very, very specific, meaning you can't say, I want to lose weight. You have to say, I want to lose 35 pounds. Or I will be 165 pounds by X date. That's a specific goal. M on SMART is measurable. You should always be able to measure your progress, meaning when you get to that date where it's done, you either did it or you didn't. A is achievable. Your goals should be within your skill and knowledge range. R is realistic. Goals should be based upon achievable, available resources. And I like realistic goals because there's those that say, you should set these lofty, big, hairy, audacious goals. And I think that's all fine and everything. But I think for most people, if you set a goal that you knew you could crush, it would give you the drive and passion to crush even more goals. So, and then T is timely. Your goals should have a deadline. So the SMART way is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals. Fourth, and certainly not least, is the WOOP way, WOOP. This is also a mnemonic. It was set up by a couple of psychologists, and the W is wish. Wish for something that you want to accomplish. But remember that wishing alone without action basically just makes it a dream, and dreams certainly don't always come true unless you make them come true. The first O is outcome. Imagine the best outcome of your goal and how it would make you feel. Feel the emotions of it. O is obstacle. Think about the obstacles that would hinder you from accomplishing these goals, and I think that's really critical. You have to look into the future because obstacles are going to happen. Things are going to come up your way. Things are going to knock you off. That's just the way the world works. So we've got wish, outcome, and obstacle, and the last one is P is a plan. You got to make a plan to deal with the obstacle, meaning if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So goal setting is not easy. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you can use any of these methods to help you. So you have the purpose way, the expert way, the SMART way, and the WOOP way. So again, this is Dr. Jason Jones, and we're going to sign out. Hope you're loving these goal-setting things. And you may be wondering, what does that have to do with health? It has everything to do with your health. It has everything to do with making your health and life simpler and easier by having practical steps to achieve what it is that you want. And if you get this right, you will see your results dramatically change and increase in your life. See you guys on the next podcast. Bye-bye.